everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here for the weekly message of the Divine Feminine to her beloved for the week of June 12 to 19. Okay, so as always, I've already prayed over the cards and shuffled them, and at the bottom of the deck, which should be the general energies of this reading, we have the Six of Stones, and this indicates giving and receiving. Here we have this tree, and from its branches are emeralds and heliodors. These are gifts from the sun. Okay, so giving and receiving. And then we have the Seven of Mirrors. Here we have the Lady of Shalott. She's up in her tower, and her reflection of the world outside, what she knows of the world outside, she can only see through these mirrors, these 7 mirrors. But the other mirrors are broken. And so she's sort of in a conundrum. She doesn't know what to weave into her tapestry of destiny. That's what she's weaving. So a lot of the divine feminines are sort of confused at this time on whether or not they're just imagining this twin flame connection with their beloveds, and they have to make decisions in life, all the while trying to discern which is real and which is illusion. And this is especially poignant if the actions of your twin, the divine masculine, are not in sync with what you've been perceiving in 5D. So that's sort of the situation there. But see here, we have the Sojourner, which is the King of Mirrors, equivalent to the King of Cups. Again, the bringer of unconditional love, and that is part of the journey. And that's why other divine feminines are finding themselves having to sort of defend their turf, whether that's beliefs, whether that's a current a job, an occupation, how you define yourself. Because here we see this bear peeping out of his cave at an unnamed intruder. But this is a period of great transition. There will be others there who will keep poking the bear. Like I said in my weekly twin flame reading for this week, it's like the universe is giving us pop quizzes. If it's not a curved ball, it's this. Saying, what is it you believe? What is it do you stand for? Do you stand for unconditional love? Are you going to defend that? Or are you going to think that everything is an illusion? And, you know, be fine with that. So that's what you end up weaving in the web of, in the tapestry of destiny. Okay? And this one, that's why people are giving their input, you're seeking advice, and all that, because it's like those bumps in the road. You have support from the community to navigate it, from your higher self, from your spiritual team. But they're going to come, because this, number one, this is not an easy path. Number two, you represent the light. And while we're still in the process of establishing that and anchoring it down on earth, those who have held power, okay, the darkness that has held power and sway over it for a number of years during this experiment, they're going to try to keep hanging on to power. So that's why there is this defending your turf. Oh, and this is important, the card after it, the Seven of Stones. This is regret, disappointment, whether it's things that didn't happen yet, things that you lost, things that you didn't choose, And this card is saying is wash it all down the river. Heal yourself with the foliage. Because underneath this archway, which is made of stone, it's and it's an archway because that's how strong the foundation is when you're living life in 5D instead of 3D. You're just not going at it by yourself. You're not currying favors, you know, quid pro quo from anyone, because you have this whole team. The angels, the archangels, the higher self of your twin, all of them helping you achieve this, getting out of this energy and healing, okay? As you defend this path, this journey towards unconditional love. Anyway, that's for the Divine Feminine. Let's see what her message is to her beloved. First card we have is the Two of Mirrors, and we see two swans. Swans made for life. So this goes to the segment of the Divine Feminines who have no doubt whatsoever that their twin is their twin. Okay, so she's sending him love, sending him reassurance that as he goes through, if you've watched the weekly Divine Masculine reading, you would see there that he is choosing to detach himself as he gains more wisdom and as he works towards the manifestation which he wants to be really perfect and all that. Okay, so here, Two of Mirrors, Divine Feminine, sending love. Second card, we have the Muse. So what she's saying is that as he's going through that, she will still be she will serve as his inspiration. It's like, this is what comes to mind, that for every successful man, there is a woman behind him. So the Divine Feminines are staying behind the scenes, but they're helping their Divine Masculines get to that stage, whether it be energetically, it's emotionally, providing emotional support. But all this is firing up his creative energies, which is needed. Because before you can manifest anything, you still really have to create it in your head, in your heart. It comes down as a feeling, then it becomes a word, a deed, an action, and there, poof, you have it. It's in front of you. And the Divine Feminine, she's saying she's going to be there whenever he feels down. You all have I'm speaking to the Divine Feminines here. You've all gone through this journey. And while the Divine Feminines were still at that rung of the ladder, okay, maybe one of the lower rungs, you know, just the beginning of the awakening and ascension process, you've had a lot of support from the forerunners, from people encouraging you to go on this journey. And now that is what the Divine Feminine is doing to her beloved. It's like saying, you can do it. You can do it. You're going to get it. Oops. I'm sorry, my dog. Okay? Because at this time of the day, the neighbors walk dogs and they sense it. Okay, anyway. Third card is the Six of Spirals. And here we have, what do you call these things? Hold on. Oops. There's a particular name for this. Okay, but this is a hawthorn tree. And these flags, these unfurled coolage or something, I forget. These are offerings to Spirit. Okay, these symbolize success and wishes granted, and the hawthorn tree signifies perseverance. So again, cheering him on, basically telling him that he can do it. He's going to be successful in his own path towards love and awakening. Providing support there. Okay, and here we have the Nine of Scrolls. Here we have an angel falling over in exhaustion while holding these 9 scrolls. These 9 scrolls are scrolls of wisdom, and this is exhaustion, depression, this is anxiety, but it's really, I'm getting the feeling of exhaustion, because the divine masculine has had to shed so much of the old programs, the old way of viewing himself. It was like a 180-degree turn. And so he's disoriented. And then now he's picking himself up. He's knowing the importance of finding your own wisdom. Because now he's not listening to his head anymore. He's finally realized that what his heart is saying, which echoes the knowings of his soul, is more important. And in this transition, he's having a very difficult time, and he's getting exhausted as well. Okay? And for those, okay, spirits tell me, remember I said there are those that have to make a choice here. Those that are at the crossroads on what, is this real? Is this illusion? Is this just a game? What am I going to, because you have free will, you're weaving your tapestry of destiny. Every one of us is. Okay? Some of them are doing it because the divine feminines are very, very tired at this point. So, on the one hand, the divine feminines who have stabilized in 5D, giving support to their beloveds who are in this stage. On the other hand, the divine feminines telling their beloveds that they are exhausted from the journey and waiting to have their wishes fulfilled. And that's why we have the sun here, because this is the bittersweet sun. It's a crying sun. The sun indicates everything bright, coming to fruition, abundance, love, happiness. But the sun is crying, it's lamenting because of all the sacrifices that had to be made along the way. Very tough journey for all of us, okay? But we're giving support to each other, giving and receiving support along the journey. So this sun, for those whose divine masculines are here, still here, this is the divine feminine saying that she's happy that he's gotten at last to that stage, but still missing him and wishing, he would have caught up with her by now, energetically, okay, in his own ascension process. And for the divine feminines who are in the exhaustion phase, this sun, that's why it's bittersweet and the sun is still crying, because she's found the light already, and yet she's still holding on to see it finally manifest. She knows that her divine masculine is working on it. But of course, because we need to live in the now moment. At this point in time, if he's not with you physically, then he's not with you physically. But you know, and that's the cause of the tear. But you know that you are in an alchemical marriage and that you are together, and that's why the overwhelming happiness that overrides whatever sadness the situation brings. So very quickly, I'm going to pick clarifying cards for these. Okay, for the Two of Mirrors, okay, this is thinking about it, interacting with each other telepathically through thought. That's why she's sending him that message of love telepathically. The Muse, okay, okay, I thought my battery died down because there's only one bar left, and here, serving as his inspiration, she'll be there, providing the light, even if there are dangerous circumstances that he cannot see or does not see coming. For the Six of Spirals, okay, this is negotiations, negotiating his success as he continues to work towards his own success. Okay, and here, Nine of Scrolls. That is the end of this suffering. Why? Because you have the Sun card, right? That sort of vetoes this Nine of Scrolls. See here? We have the Man. So ultimately, however you put it, you're happy with your divine masculine, but also sad at the same time if he hasn't manifested in 3D yet. Okay, so that's what I have for you. And for something new, if you find that these readings helped you and would like to make a heart-based donation, I put up a donate button on my website. It's not obligatory. It's only if you want, really. Okay? And for those who need the heart chakra Reiki to see what else needs healing in you or your twin, please do check out the heart chakra Reiki that I'm offering right now. And for those who still need their divine masculines or even themselves to be cleared, okay, and so that the fires of creation are really strong and, you know, powerful and intense, please do consider a RASHEEBA session, okay? So that's it. Hopefully I'll see you next week if I don't get too busy. But I love these readings. I know they help a lot of people. So thanks and bye. Okay? Bye.